diary full of shit. Just play along with myself and I, and no one else. Yo, I'm so legit. I'm driving along, hating on life, pissed off, pissed on, defeated, deflated, plotting my revenge on the world, disrespected by all, hated by most. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I'm driving through a construction zone, distracted as hell, I might add. Oh my God, I had to get the phone out of my back pocket. Then it dropped on the floor underneath my feet. I had to reach down and grab it. And then I kicked it back into the sleeper, and so I real briefly had to unbuckle my seatbelt and put the cruise control on and just real quickly get up out of my seat and run back to the sleeper. Again, I kicked it again, and I actually kicked it harder than I thought, and it went up in the air, and it landed in like one of the storage bins, and I had to real quickly, I was going straight. I mean, there's nobody around, so I kind of stood up. I had to take my shoes off, stand on the bunk, and root around and find my phone. But anyway, then I got to turn the damn thing on and go to the video option and stuff. I'm just, sitting back in the seat now at this point. Don't have my seatbelt on yet, but and these trucks have alarms and stuff that let you know if you veer off the road and shit, so if you got to grab the wheel real quick, before you actually hit the dirt, it's like it'll tell you, if you're veering over the line and stuff. Get shit all going and stuff, and now I'm steering with my dick and eating a sandwich. And I'm under the influence of love, because I'm in love, but and that fucks a person up, man. Like I said, I finally found out what the vomiting in the morning was, I thought it was all the drugs, but it turns out it's more potent than any drug, that man or nature can make. And nature makes some pretty potent drugs, but man makes drugs, the most potent drugs. So, and I looked it up, why do I feel this way? And like I said, it said in big bold letters, you're in love. So I was like, you motherfucker, you're wrong. And then it gave me the symptoms. It's like vomiting every morning, vomiting in the afternoon, vomiting at night, because the butterflies, they're so intense. I'm like, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. I thought being in love was supposed to be fantastic, and it made me feel like I was flying and shit. This makes me feel like I'm dying, and it's like, yeah, it always feels that way at first, especially for haters like you who only know pain and despair. I'm like, motherfucker! Okay. But, I'm driving through the asphalt. They're resurfacing, and man, I love the smell of asphalt. There's a fault after that. What am I, some sort of human? Shit. God damn. I don't know why they do that, but like I said, I can say some more shit, but I'm going to not do that. Fucking faggot ass motherfuckers. But anyway, but yeah, I used to work in, as for paving companies. A lot of times just hauling aggregate, the sand and gravel to make the asphalt. A lot of the other times it was actually hauling the asphalt. So, but yeah, the tar or whatever, the actual asphalt or whatever that they use is just amazing. And I like that job, that industry and whatnot. So, saw some dudes on the compressors or you know, to compress and smooth out the asphalt after the paver, you know, spreads out. I noticed that they weren't wearing ear protection. That's stupid. Well, maybe they had ear plugs. You know, I'd want to go with whatever works better. So you're going to be on that machine. But and wear your vest and your hard hat. So that guy, the safety guy with the glasses, is always like, oh shit. He's always shaking his head in disgust. I don't, you know, disappoint him. And he doesn't come over and be like, hey man, you know, you can't pee off the side of the machine while it's rolling. I know it's going slow and it pretty much just goes in a straight line, but you can't do that. So, but they're just showing like regular shit. They're running out of material, I think. I always thought that was funny. But yeah, now it's just like, well, hell, that's not only normal, that's like efficient, that's smart, you know? But anyway, and there was a sign that said bump, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny if you were like bored and whatever, and you decided to be a practical joker, you could make your own sign and bring it to work with you, you know, like a sandwich type of sign, or whatever type of sign it is, you know, like this, you know what I mean, a sandwich sign, you know, you did so good, Joe. You did so good, Joe. Big boy press conference. They're dissing you, dog. Your people, you know, are making fun of you because they want you to step down because they want to be in power, but they don't want you as their fearless leader. You dumb fuck. But anyway, big boy press conference. And I thought you could make a sign and replace the sign that says bump. You could replace it with a sign that says bumpity bump bump bumpity bump bump bumpity bump bump bump. And then have another sign like, you know, 50 feet behind it or 100 feet that says ahead. Okay? And then there's like, you know, 30 bumps. You know, because it's like first to see it, and it's like that song that we've all heard. It's a classic. You don't really hear it much on the radio, but that, I mean, you all know it. They're online family and friends. You've heard it. Sometimes they sing it. It's like a splice of like a Christmas carol, and you know, kind of a just summertime, you know, type song, you know, bumpity bump bump bumpity bump bump bumpity bump bump bump. That one, we've all heard it. So you're like, yeah, so it's somebody's being silly and there's just one bump ahead, right? And then or just driving a truck along I-70 in the mountains. Wibble wobble. Skippity weebop, bebop, boo, wibble wobble. We fucking hate you. You know, just especially with the trailer. It's actually a rougher ride, you know, without the trailer. The trailer does kind of mellow it out, but the trailer, you know, when the tandems on the trailer hit, it like pulls back and yanks down on the fifth wheel. So it's like boom, boom, boom. You know, your first two tandems, and it boom, and it kind of gives this extra little whiplash, boom, you know, on the way through. So, man, such problems. Ain't gonna have to deal with that no more pretty soon here. Just got to do things right, you know what I mean? Just true to my style, true to my nature. Just need a little bit more time is all.